and welcome on into FM21 Sports here for the last episode of this one season challenge with Juventus. If you missed the last one, go and have a look at it and I'll tell you exactly why this is the last episode of the Juventus one season challenge. I'll be honest, I don't think I've ever been so demotivated to record a video here. Certainly not in this one season challenge. That last one really just put me down, I'm afraid. Still not truly over it. If you missed it, go and have a look at it. It was an interesting episode to say the least. And if you are new around here, hit that subscribe button for more daily Football Manager content, Monday to Friday, 11 AM. And hit that like button for this last episode. Go on, do that. That'd be very much appreciated. Because next week we're going to have a new one season challenge. So let me know if you're looking forward to that, and leave me any ideas for one season challenges down below as well, just in case I do one, or I don't do one that you think I should be doing. I've got a few in mind, and hopefully I'll cover most of them. Fingers crossed. As you can see from the league table, we have got 3 games left in this season, and we are currently 3 points clear at the top of the table, ahead of AC Milan. Now, if you remember the last time we were talking, I was thinking maybe we could get 100 points possibly in the table, I'd get 100 goal difference. It hasn't worked out like that, because if we look at the schedule since we last played, which was against Man United and Roma, this has happened. There's lots and lots of stuff that is not green there. We started off against Sampdoria where we lost 3-2. Goals from Chiesa and Ronaldo were not enough to overcome that. A very disappointing start. We then responded to that defeat with a 2-1 win over Inter Milan. Lukaku opened the scoring, and Weston McKennie and Chiesa scored goals for us to win that game. But we then lost to Torino in the Turin derby, 3-2. Belotti managed to get a hat-trick. Chiesa scored a goal, and I'm going to have to show you the goal from Demiral here, because for a centre-back, this goal was ridiculous. Here is the goal. It's thrown in by Frabrota. He switches the ball, and Demiral, a volley on the edge of the box, left-footed, to get, in the end, a consolation goal. Nobody played well, as you can see. It was a disappointing way to lose a Turin derby. We followed that up with a draw against Fiorentina. A goal for Ronaldo and Modric in that one, but it wasn't enough to win that game. We did then beat Atalanta, though, 4-1. Goals from De Ligt, Demiral, and 2 from Morata in that one. Sassuolo were our next opponents. We won that one 2-1 thanks to goals from Kulusevski and Morata. He's actually scoring goals recently, Morata. Very strange. But our most recent performance was a disappointing 3-0 loss to Napoli. 2 goals from Mertens and 1 from Insigne. And that leaves us with games against Verona, Udinese and Lazio to finish the season. And Milan have got 3 games to play as well. We're 3 points clear of them at the moment. That draw with Fiorentina was actually our only draw of the season so far. But yeah, it's a 2-horse race between ourselves and AC Milan. And so long as we don't lose 2 games, I would say we should be fine, because our goal difference is far superior to AC Milan. I'm sure that's how it's sorted. Even if it's head-to-head, I think we've got a better head-to-head than Milan. If I remember right, we lost 2-1 against Milan, and did we beat them in the other one? Yeah, we beat them 5-2. So in theory, our head-to-head's better against them. So long as we don't lose a couple of games, we should be fine. Ronaldo's not been playing well recently at all either, so we'll see how he does in these last few games. But basically, we'll just go through these 3 games. If the season's sorted beforehand, if we've won the league before the end of the season, then we'll obviously celebrate that and jump to the end, and we can show you exactly how the league table's finished. But yes, the last episode just brings everything all together, but there's nothing hugely to celebrate really. Serie A was almost expected to win for us, and we're probably going to do that in this episode, and that disappointing defeat to Man United just kind of ruined the European part of this one season challenge, I'm afraid. As you can see, I'm still very downbeat about it. But anyway, today we play against Verona, and this is the team that is going to play. We don't really have any injuries, so it's a fairly full-strength side. Szczesny in goal, Bonucci and De Ligt at centre-back. Danilo on the right, Alexandro on the left. Modric in midfield alongside Rabiot and Arthur. Dybala on the right, Chiesa on the left, and Cristiano Ronaldo leading the line. You can see from the recent games, no one's had a huge amount of amazing games apart from Luka Modric, I suppose. But yeah, everyone else has been fairly poor. So hopefully they can turn that round today. First highlight very early on here. Danilo throws it in, gets it back from Modric, swings the ball in. It's cleared away, but Modric will collect this. It's almost a colour clash here, but not quite. Alexandro down the left-hand side, drives into the box. It's tucked in by Chiesa. I'm not quite sure what Silvestri, the goalkeeper, was doing there, but he got very far outside his 6-yard box, and Chiesa tucked it into the empty goal. Yeah, we're wearing our black with white shorts, and they're wearing their dark blue with a little yellow hint. Verona. You see Sandro down this left-hand side, gets past his man, hits it, it's saved by Silvestri, and Silvestri did something, but Chiesa tucked it in. And I think we have missed Chiesa, to be honest, when he was out for a few months. But now he's back, scoring some goals. A lovely finish from him there. The ball with Verona here in the midfield. It's switched out to the right-hand side. Does he get past Sandro? No, he doesn't. Tamezi and Salcedo through toward Lasagna. That's a fantastic name for a player in Italy. Lasagna? Seriously? How is that not a made-up name? Is that Kevin Lasagna? I think that's who that is, isn't it? Lasagna. That's an absolutely brilliant name. Kevin Lasagna. On loan from Udinese. Only scored 3 goals. Maybe should not play up front. He should be in the kitchen making some pasta for us. That was a poor joke. I apologise. Free kick from Modric on the left-hand side. Swung into the back post. It is headed away and Lasagna gets on the end of the ball here. And he drives forward with it. It still sounds like a made-up name, but I'm going to stick with it. Lasagna, challenged by Artur, and it's now switched to the other side. And Alexandro finds Chiesa. And Chiesa tries to get past Tamezi, but instead he's challenged. And Tamezi with the ball back. And Illich with it. Finds Rug on the right-hand side. Back to the defence here. Cicciarini. Rug with it. Tamezi. Back to Illich. Forward towards Salcedo and Lasagna. And through to Salcedo. Can he finish? No, he can't. It's headed away by Danilo and Rabiot. And cleared away. Has been a very exciting game, to be honest. Thrown in from the right-hand side. Rug into Cicciarini. And over to Magnani and Lasagna. And Zaccagni and Salcedo. And it's bounced about all over the place. And Dybala eventually gets the ball. And it's cleared away. And we've got a throw on the right-hand side. Danilo into Artur. Artur switches into the box and Ronaldo with a goal. Finally, he's been in the 30s for so long. I think it was just what kind of January, February time he got 30 goals and he's hardly scored any since then. But it's a good headed finish from him here. Artur with it, swings it in. Lovely header from Ronaldo. Silvestri gets a hand to it, but it's not strong enough. And we're up 2-0. We reached half time and we're up 2-0. We'll just say go on, improve a little bit. There's still plenty of room for improvement. Why not? AC Milan currently drawing, it looks like, because they're on 77 points. They were 82, so they've not gone ahead in their game like we have in ours. So that would give us a 5-point advantage going into the last 2 games, which is almost an unassailable lead. Maybe not fully unassailable, but almost unassailable. And the time's ticked down in the second half. A corner swung in by Verona there. There's only 1 minute left in the game, and Dybala is clean through on goal. There were no defenders back from that corner. He hits it. It's a good save from Silvestri. 3 minutes of added time, but it looks like it's going to be a 2-0 victory for us. A nice, convincing win in the third to last game of this season. There is one last highlight, it looks like. Alexandro gets the ball from De Ligt. And Modric now, the ball played forward. Rabiot's in behind the defence. Can he get on the score sheet? No, he can't. So it's going to be a 2-0 victory for us there. A nice win in the end. Nice, comfortable victory. I don't really think that was in any doubt throughout that full game, to be honest. You can see the other results around the ground. AC Milan drew with Udinese, which means we realistically just need a point for the last 2 games to win this league. Both Modric and De Ligt are banned for a game, as they have reached their yellow card limits, which means they will miss this game against Udinese, the team that just drew with AC Milan, which means we're going to have a few backup players playing for us. I'm going to say that we fully expect us to win this game in this team meeting. Yes, go out and win it. A win in this game would guarantee the Serie A victory, and it will probably be one of the most... Chiellini is injured as well. We'll leave it to the physio. He's not going to get to play the rest of the season. It'll be one of the most kind of, I don't know, disappointing title victories, I suppose, anyone could have ever had in Football Manager, possibly. Maybe that's an exaggeration, but it's certainly up there. Never did I think I'd be disappointed with winning a title. So we play today, but AC Milan play tomorrow up against Lazio. So That means if we win, we've won the league title without Milan even playing. If we don't win today, then we'll have to wait till tomorrow to find out what AC Milan do. But this is the team that we're going to go with for this game up against Udinese. As we said earlier, De Ligt and Modric suspended, Chiellini injured, so it looks just like this. Szczesny in goal, Bonucci and Demiral, the only fit centre-back, so they will be playing. Danilo on the right and Alexandro on the left. Rabiot will play in that deep line playmaker role. McKennie coming in to play box-to-box with Arthur on the right-hand side of them. Dybala on the right wing, Chiesa on the left. And Cristiano Ronaldo, after his goal in the last one, up front. Let's go and win this game, win Serie A, and this one-season challenge will be over with a positive end as opposed to kind of a whimper like it was threatening to look like. A nice dominant victory would be very much appreciated today. Well, we've dominated this first half so far, but this is the first highlight. You can see we've had most of the ball, most of the shots, but I say nothing's really happened. Chiesa with the ball, he hits it from a long way out. It went high wide, not at all handsome. And yeah, getting to the end of this first half, even though we've dominated, 11 shots to 1, 62% of the ball, it's still 0-0. As seems to have been the case the second half of this season, we've just lost a little bit of kind of penetration. We dominate a lot of the play and we don't really do anything with it, unfortunately. Arthur swung in that free kick and it was collected by the goalkeeper, who I'm sure will launch this ball long. He does. Danilo plays it back to Demiral, and now Szczesny, who comes away with it, finds Sandro on the left-hand side. And will we recycle this into another chance for us? Sandro to Chiesa. Chiesa comes in field, finds Ronaldo, who's dropped very deep here. He switches it to Dybala. He goes into the box, gets challenged, and that should be a foul. I think that's what the referee's saying. We'll see if VAR have a look at it. And they indeed have had a look at it, and they've awarded a penalty. And Cristiano Ronaldo will step up. And can he score it? Yes, he can. Bottom left-hand side. 1-0 to Juventus here. And as things stand, we will be Serie A champions. Arthur with a free kick here, swings it into the back post and it is headed away, but Danilo gets onto it, finds Alexandro. He goes down the left-hand side himself. Drives forward. Will he put this ball in the box? McKennie with it now. Plays it to Rabiot, through to Chiesa. He looked offside. And indeed he was offside, and we still lead 1-0. Arthur swings in this corner kick though to Demiral. It's headed, it's off the bottom of the post. And the ball was cleared away. So many chances for us, but we're still only 1-0 up. And this is a game that we have absolutely dominated, but we're still only winning 1-0. We've gone to added time at the end of this second half. At this point, we are going to be Serie A champions so long as we don't throw this away. And Demiral plays the ball into Chiesa. And Chiesa plays it straight to Llorente. Fernando Llorente finds Coquelin on this right-hand side. He drives forward. Well, he put this ball in the box. Well, it's headed away by Danilo, though. And now McKennie's on the end of it. And could we get a second goal through towards Ronaldo? Can he finish? No, he can't. It's a good save from the goalkeeper. Looks like we are going to be Serie A champions here, though. Arthur swings in this corner kick, and we'll see if we get another one. No, it's headed over. Just not a great way to just win the league. Is it just a 1-0 win, a game you should have scored a lot more? It feels like you've just scraped through, doesn't it, to win your title? But you know what? Juventus didn't do it in real life. We have done it in this one season challenge. We are going to be Serie A champions. It's just a matter of time as we pass the ball about at the back here. And indeed, you can see we are the Serie A champions as our players step forward onto the podium to collect this trophy. All in all, a disappointing season. We got the Serie A title, which we were aiming to do, but it wasn't as emphatic as it could have been. And our European adventures were fairly disappointing, but we lift the trophy aloft, the confetti falls, and we are Serie A champions. I suppose we can say that this one-season challenge was half complete. We won Serie A. That was the real aim, because Juventus didn't win Serie A in real life. Here goes Szczesny with his cartwheel, indeed. But we didn't do the European stuff we wanted to. Knocked out at the last 16 stage. It was very disappointing indeed. But a 1-0 victory here wins us Serie A and brings us to a close for this one-season challenge. We don't even need to take it to the end of the season, because we don't have anything really to play for at the end of it. I think that is probably going to be the end, as I say, of this one-season challenge. We won Serie A. it feels, as I've said for a wee bit so far in this episode, it doesn't feel like properly winning anything because of the way that the European campaign ended. But you know, it's something, I suppose. It's a part victory in this challenge. Winning Serie A, knocked out in the first knockout round by Man United in the Champions League, and we didn't even win the Italian Cup as Inter beat us in the semi-final. All in all, I'd say not a hugely successful one-season challenge. If any of you watching along at home think you can do better, give it a go. All you've got to do is load up FM, play Juventus, and see how you get on. Serie A should be a certainty. Realistically, the Italian Cup should be a certainty as well, and really Europe is a challenge, and I would say we have failed that. We certainly didn't meet the board expectations who said quarterfinals. We only got to the last 16. But yeah, if you do give it a go, let me know how you get on in the comments below. If you have enjoyed this series, or the last series of the one season challenge, where we played as Sheffield United, it was slightly more successful than this, then please do leave a like on this video. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. As I said, we have a couple of one season challenges that we've done already, and next week, we're going to have another one starting as well. So subscribe to make sure that you don't miss out on that. If you've got any ideas for teams you could use for one-season challenges, leave them in the comments below as well. I'll have a look through them and see if I agree with you, if maybe we could do a challenge with them. And until the next one, where hopefully it's going to be a bit more cheerful, a bit more successful than this one, when we've got a new one-season challenge starting on Monday. We'll see you then.